Welcome to 91 Reasons, a pop culture-fueled rocket into the far reaches of nerd culture. Featuring your hosts, Jeff, Rachel, Luna, Austin, and Josie. It's Tucker time.
Okay, so I was at I was at a paper show today where they sell stuff made of paper, like menus and tickets, but mostly postcards. But there was a couple there that was selling autographed things, and they had boxes and boxes of stuff that they really didn't know what it was or whether these people were really famous or how famous they were. So I sat down and I went through, how many pictures, Luna? 500? 500, and I just kept telling them who all these people were, what movies they were in, what TV shows they were in, why they were famous. These people could not believe it. So they cut me a great deal at the end, and because I helped them out, they gave me a signed picture of Charles Grodin and Robert De Niro in a scene from Midnight Run, one of my favorite movies of all time. Austin, what's Midnight Run about?
Okay, so just Charles Grodin man he always talks about. Right? He loves his Charles Grodin man. And I don't know who the man is. Like, I know the actors you love. I know you love, like, Gene Wilder.
I love Gene Wilder. I got a Gene Wilder picture today, yes.
Michael J. Fox.
I love Michael J. Fox.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yes.
I could probably name, like, 16 movies there in each. I don't know Charles Grodin. And Mom said it's the man from the Beethoven.
It's the Beethoven guy.
And I'm like, okay, the Beethoven guy. Which, in my head, is like, okay, he was probably in Beethoven 1, but not any of the sequels.
He was a dad, right?
He was in the first two.
Okay.
Beethoven and Beethoven's second.
Well, those 35 Beethoven movies, so he probably wasn't.
He was only in the first two.
Okay, so Midnight
I
Run.
was an extra in the second movie just so I could see him in action.
Well, Mom said it was a side-by-side photo, so I'm like, okay, they're on the bikes. And you're like, what?
They're on the bikes.
But, like, Midnight One's a motorcycle movie, right?
I don't know why you thought that.
So there's these... Midnight One is... I know what the movie is.
Okay.
I know.
And I know... I can picture the poster. And the poster is Charles Grodin's back with the leather. And it says Midnight One in red across the back. And it's the backseat of a motorcycle.
Of?
And
But, folks, he's not joking.
I thought he meant...
There's a license
Easy
plate
Rider?
that says LA. Okay, so Midnight One is about Charles Grodin, right, as a motorcyclist, and he's got a gang of bikers in L.A. And it's in Los Angeles. It's in, like, what, 2027, 28?
Okay.
Future.
It's in the future.
Yeah.
I think he's thinking of Blade Runner.
L.A. is post... No, it's not Blade Runner, because Blade Runner's like spaceships. This is desolate.
I know what movie you're thinking of.
That Mad Max.
No.
You're thinking of Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
What?
What are you talking about?
John Johnson... And who's the other guy?
He
in that
would
movie?
not be
Somebody's
thinking of
yelling
that.
about the other guy in that
He would
movie.
not be thinking
But
of
And
that.
they drive motorcycles around future L.A.
No, but the plot...
Mickey Rourke?
The plot is Charles Grodin's got to get the gang together. It's one of the... Okay, what do you call those movies? Where the
Like
whole...
a road picture about getting...
No, it's not. The whole movie is... You introduce the main character, and they're like little scenes, little vignettes, where each scene introduces you like a gang or mafia member. They fight off a bunch of bad guys, they do something cool, and then they join. They join Charles Grodin.
A heist picture.
No.
Not like Ocean's 11 or like the Blues Brothers?
No, because when you get the gang all together, it just ends.
Talking about.
It just ends.
I didn't give up.
Charles Grodin rides around L.A.
tired and
He
sleepy.
goes into each suburb of L.A. And we meet one of his buddies. Like,
Can you describe Charles
You know
Grodin
what?
to me?
That kind
Yes,
of sounds
yes.
like a movie you've watched. Is he thinking of that one that's got like Michael Douglas as a bad guy or something?
they beat people
Where he
with Charles-
goes in
You're
like
talking
a
about
convenience
falling
store?
down.
and Charles Grodin.
He's not.
Lawson invented a
And-
movie.
He's talking. Well, your mother's talking about falling down.
Charles
with
Grodin-
Michael
what is
Douglas.
that?
And Charles Grodin says, "I'm putting together a gang." Right? He sounds like that.
You talking about the Warriors?
And Charles Grodin.
Warrior?
He's really. I mean, you're very close to the Warriors, except they're on foot. If they had motorcycles,
Well,
the
it's-
Warriors would have got to Coney Island in like 10 minutes.
Well, it's similar in the sense that in Midnight One, I know they have those leather jackets that say
No,
Midnight on the back.
I know what Midnight Run is.
Are you
because you had it
thinking
on.
of like
Those are iconic.
What's
those
that TV
Midnight
show?
vests. And
about the gangs?
Motorcycles.
What was
the
motorcycle gang?
Sons of Anarchy?
Sons of Anarchy.
No, because this is like it's like written in blood. Midnight in
Wait,
blood.
before you go into that, describe Charles Grodin to me.
He's like he looks like
Well, I know what he looks like.
Who played the Ninth Doctor? Matt Smith. He looks like
Wait, before your mother goes on, I should tell you that Charles Grodin...
No, wait, let me explain.
Okay.
He looks like Matt Smith and Crispin Glover. He's like a big nose,
I can see that.
swooped over
The
hair,
Kristen Glover
long
part.
neck, tall guy. He's kind of like, I'm Charles Grodin. He's got a voice.
I don't think he
But
has that voice, though.
He does.
Oh, maybe.
Do you remember?
And
Wait, go ahead.
that's the juxtaposition, is that guy's the leader of the biker group.
And he shouldn't be the leader.
He shouldn't be the leader.
Fish out of water.
He gets all the tough guys.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
Have you
That's-
ever seen Dave?
Yeah, I've seen Dave.
I
That's
like
the President
that movie.
I like that
It's one of my favorite
Yeah.
movies of all time.
That's a good movie.
Remember when he invites his friend Murray Blum to help him balance the budget?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that is him.
That's Charles Grodin. He's a nebbish guy.
Oh.
He talks like this. Hello, I'm Charles Grodin. He talks like this.
Oh.
I don't think he's a biker
He, go,
dude
like,
often.
he goes,
Well,
I'm
I
sure
wasn't-
we're completely
I was
safe.
talking
Can I
about,
tell about the
it's,
movie
it's
yet?
a
'Cause
naughty
I
biker. It's a
know.
naughty
It's a nerdy biker.
Yeah, with a
Are
gang
you
of
thinking
tough
of
guys.
Wild Hogs
I don't know any of this is.
with John Travolta?
Maybe. I can see that. So what's your midnight one? What's your take
I
on the
know
movie?
Dad's had it on before, and it's about a train trip.
Oh, it's like okay. It's like one of those murder mystery movies.
Like planes, trains, and automobiles?
They take,
or like
they take a long plane, like they're on a train for a long time.
I can see that.
Like the whole movie's on a train.
And there's a murder, and they're like,
I don't think there's a murder.
Charles Grodin's
I really
like,
don't remember
I must
where they're
solve
going
this crime.
or why they're on the train. But they're on a train. Am I wrong?
They are on a train,
See?
yes.
So what are they running from?
Is the
They're
whole
not-
movie on the
If
train?
you're on a train, you're not running
Because that's
anywhere.
the
Okay.
only scene I ever saw.
A midnight run is slang.
Oh, Midnight Run, Austin. They're running for something on the train. They're running for
No,
something?
it's like the bicycles. It's like you go on a midnight run. Like, we're getting the gang. We're doing a midnight run.
A midnight run is slang for in the movie. De Niro plays Jack Walsh, a bounty hunter, and in bounty hunter world, a midnight run is somebody that you're going to catch who's easy. It's a midnight run. You'll be back in no time.
Oh.
Joey
Go after somebody.
Joey Pantaleone says, "It's a midnight run for Christ's sake. You hit him in the head, you put him in a sack, you bring him back to L.A."
So they are going to
After a
LA.
bad guy.
It's about a guy
Is
named
Charles Grodin the bad guy?
No.
Oh.
Charles Grodin is an accountant named Jonathan Mardukas. They call him the Duke. And he has embezzled a bunch of money from a mobster. And the mob wants him killed, but he's going to testify. So he jumps bail and runs to New York. So Jack Walsh has to go to New York, get him, and bring him back to L.A. so the bondsman can keep the bond money.
And it's a whole train ride.
And they go on
I knew it.
They go on a train.
I knew it was a train.
Well, he tells them he's afraid to fly, so they have to take a train. Then they have to get off the train, and they take a truck. They hijack. Grodin lies about it and flies a
Is
plane.
this like a madcap comedy?
It's an adventure comedy. Yes.
Oh, I thought this was like a hardcore, like gangster movie.
It's a clash of personalities. Jack Walsh is the no nonsense ex cop who takes no funny business.
Now he's going to make us watch this.
And Charles Grodin is the nebbish, dry humor
This is
accountant.
Does it have a love story?
Oh, yeah, is there a chick?
No, there's no love story.
It's just two dudes?
No, there's just
No girl?
It's just two
No
dudes.
Why
female
would I
leads?
watch it?
There's no love story.
Oh, you've lost
It's a buddy picture.
We
You know
don't-
what?
This
you know what
sounds-
a buddy picture is?
Yes, planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yes.
But that's a great
That's
movie.
a great movie.
Well, it's the same type of movie.
They're on a
They clash personalities, and they just can't get to where they need to get. There's all these obstacles.
Yeah, but like planes, trains, and automobiles, they're doing it for love. They're doing it
Yeah,
for family, for
yeah,
food.
you're
These
right.
guys are doing it for bounty hunting. Like,
Yeah.
Come on.
But
You gotta
like,
stick with planes,
like,
trains, and automobiles.
like all good movies, it's not about what you think it is. It's a movie of redemption. Jack Walsh stopped being a cop because he wouldn't go on the take. Do you know what that means?
No.
He wouldn't take a bribe. So they threw him off the force. Now he's trying to do this one last score so he can open a restaurant. And in doing so, he is going to redeem himself and not become a cop again, but get the bad guy that threw him off the force and redeem
So
himself.
it's an action film?
Does him and the Grodin
Yes.
guy open a restaurant at the end?
Probably. That's probably the end of the movie, right?
That's
The two of
a
them.
good idea.
You
He's
imagine
like the busboy.
the end of Midnight Run is like De Niro at the register and
Well,
Grodin's
yeah,
wiping
that's
down
how you-
tables.
That's how you in the movie. He's
That
like,
would be the
"Hey,
heartwarming
I'm finally
part,
opening
right?
up the deli shop. And Grodin's like, hey, mister, I'll be the busboy.
It was a first of a handful of movies where all the music was done by Danny Elfman.
Oh, I like that, man.
Oh,
yeah.
He did the music in that movie?
Oh, yeah. And he turned the theme song into a Oingo Boingo song.
Which one?
Everybody always asks, and I don't know the name of it. But
What?
you can Google Danny Elfman,
Well, you don't listen to
Oingo
enough
Midnight
Oingo.
Run. It's not one of their hits.
Look who's here. Can we help you, ma'am?
Do you know what
Are you
Midnight Run is
recording an
about?
episode?
I don't-
Just a mini one.
I just wanted to tell you
Yes.
to look at my knees because
Oh, no.
of how much falling I've been doing in dance. That's all. They're covered in bruises. You can't see it, but just imagine my legs covered in bruises.
You really throw yourself into your scene.
You know what never charted?
Literally.
You know what
What are
never
we talking
charted?
about?
What
Midnight Run.
what
What's
you
that?
see is what you get.
Exactly.
That's a great
I'm supposed to be in
B-side
the
to
shower,
Oingo
but I'm not
Boingo.
because I
Uh-huh.
can't stop talking.
This is Midnight Run we're talking about.
Oh.
One of the greatest
Midnight Run.
movies of the 80s.
A movie about a train.
It's
You
about trains.
understand that Midnight Run, it's not, I don't hold it as high as Back to the Future, obviously. There's not anything to collect from Midnight Run. There's nothing to collect, right?
I
But
see your legs.
Midnight Run came out at a point where I didn't see it in the theater because at the time I didn't go see those kind of action movies. If it didn't have an alien or a time machine in it, I didn't care, right?
I'm going to unmake
So
my bed.
I
I'm going
saw
to bed.
I saw Midnight Run when I worked at the video store,
Good
and
night.
Good night.
I was at a crossroads in my life where I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought I might become a cop.
You?
So yeah, I
What, some alternate universe,
I
right?
go
briefly
Chuck
thank you. Bye, honey.
Bye, everybody.
Yes,
I'll be
I
back.
briefly considered becoming a cop.
Okay.
And then what happened was I saw Midnight Run.
And it made you realize that you don't want to take bribes?
No, I couldn't believe how funny Charles Grodin was without trying to be funny. He's not, because the part was originally offered to Robin Williams, who would have played like this yuck guy.
Yes.
And Grodin is the anti-comedy. He's so dry, like you could scratch him. He's so dry. And I discovered that he had written a book called It Would Be So Nice If You Weren't Here, about his journey through showbiz.
Okay.
So I went and I bought it at Walden Books at the mall. They don't even exist anymore. It's right over there on the shelf, that book I'm talking about. And it told me that if you want to be in entertainment, you have to keep going. You cannot quit. And I read that book again and again and again. And then I was an extra in Beethoven's Second because I was like, I know Charles Grodin's in that. And I was 10 feet from the
there you
man.
go. There you
I've
go.
never met him. I think he's amazing. He's a New York guy, so it's not like I'm ever going to get a chance to meet him. But I found an autographed
There you
picture
go.
of him and De Niro. So
Does he do any, like, animated walls I know?
animated?
Yeah.
Who's Sean for?
No, I don't
Austin,
think I'd have to look. I don't think he's done an
I-
animated movie.
I would
Rock,
like to
paper,
take...
scissors.
Rock, paper,
He
scissors.
did a lot.
1, 2,
This is
3.
this is out of control.
Scissors,
Go
cut
take
paper,
a shower.
I get a shower.
Go shower.
He did.
Please, go.
He did a lot of movies in the 70s where he tried. He started off doing. He was a big Broadway play star. Then he was doing westerns as the bad guy. It was really odd. And then he did a movie called Heartbreak Kid that was so good, and he was so good in it that he didn't get work for years.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
People hated his character.
That happens.
And when he explained, I'm acting, you're supposed to not like me, they didn't get it. So he finally came back in, of all movies, King Kong. The 1976 King Kong by Dilo De Laurentiis. And that ignited a bunch of movies in a row where he played he always plays the same character, this sort of prickly, mean, semi-lovable guy. You don't really get why people like him, but they do. And I've seen probably 99% of all his movies. He's the one who, he romances and then double-crosses Miss Piggy in The Great Muppet Caper.
Okay. How that is a wall.
Right?
Okay. Luna? Do you know any movies or animated things that Charles Gordon is in? Like what
Charles Golden?
Yeah.
Charles Gordon? Grodin? Grodin. Okay.
Charles Grodin?
What about the NASCAR driver, Jeff
Right.
Grodin?
That would be his son.
Yeah.
His
I'm gonna
son.
look through his biography here.
You want to
Okay.
mention a movie or two?
Yeah, so a
Go
shout
ahead.
out.
He looks familiar.
Does he look like Matt Smith?
He's
No.
really old
He's
now.
much more round. Well, maybe.
Matt Smith has an interesting face, doesn't he?
You want to shout out a Charles Grodin movie? Did you ever watch Real Life with me?
No.
Where Albert Brooks plays a guy who...
Who's Albert Brooks?
Oh, God, this hurts my head.
Well, that's the guy that made the Spaceballs movie, right?
That's Mel Brooks.
Are they related?
No.
Oh, dang. I thought...
Albert Brooks had to change his name because his parents had a sense of humor. His real name is Albert Einstein.
Oh.
He made a movie in the 70s about a family that decides to have their life put on television. This is long before reality
I
TV.
remember this movie, actually. We watched it. Yes.
Charles Grodin plays...
Yes. Is that the one that has the big round camera?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
The ones that are
Yeah.
supposed to be unobtrusive.
And the parents are fighting, and the director's like, this is great, keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
It's...
this guy's ever been in.
Charles Grodin is the husband in that.
Okay.
Albert Brooks plays Albert Brooks in that.
Yeah. That movie's like a nightmare.
Charles Grodin did a movie called Taking Care of Business, where... Do you know what a Filofax is?
No.
Do you know what a daily planner is?
No.
In the late 80s, early 90s, they used to sell these books with a calendar in it and like pockets, and you would put all your receipts and write all of your appointments in it, and any business cards you collected. It was like a personal computer made of paper. Well, in the movie, he loses his, and the guy who finds it takes over his whole life.
Oh.
It's the silliest movie ever. Charles Grodin was in Clifford with Martin Short, where he played the guy that
the dinosaur movie.
That Martin Short terrorizes him the whole movie.
Oh.
Charles Grodin.
Do you think we'll ever have another dinosaur craze?
Well, aren't we with Jurassic? Whatever is happening next?
I guess.
I
guess.
We never did get that Jurassic Dinosaurs Are People movie.
Unfortunately, not.
Where they were cops, right? They were going to be cops.
That would have been amazing.
So, well, thank you for going down this memory lane of Midnight Run with me. Now we have to watch it.
I can't believe it's not a Bico movie. I just thought.
I can't believe you've never gotten what the movie is by osmosis. Do you know what that means?
No.
Like, I watch it all the time.
Yeah, but that's the Bico movie.
You're going to have to go through my movies and figure out which movie you're talking about. The biker movie.
Yeah.
Do I watch a biker movie?
You watched it with friends like a couple years ago. You invited a bunch of friends over to do a viewing party.
Yeah.
And you all went like whip whip like when it started.
Brip, brip, brip.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Like they were all excited for the Bico movie.
Well, I know that I had a couple guys over to watch Midnight Run, and then we talked about Midnight Run.
It's just the Bico movie.
It's not I don't know if there's even a motorcycle in the whole movie.
It's a motorcycle movie. The poster is the back of the leather vest, and it says Midnight Run in blood.
The poster...
And you can see the license plate of the motorcycle.
The poster is Robert De Niro with Charles Grodin over his shoulder. And it says, Jack Walsh has to get the FBI off his trail, the Mafia off his something, and Charles Grodin off his back. That's the tagline.
So, Movie Man, will you be seeing Sonic the Hedgehog next month?
Oh, well, with you. We're going to go together.
Yeah.
Opening night.
Full
price.
A little Whitman sampler together?
With popcorn.
A little Whitman sampler.
Yeah.
We can feed each other.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
You got me coughing now.
Charles Grodin as Dr. Robotnik. That would have been amazing.
That would have been great.
Better than Jim Carrey.
He would have been like, I'm going to have to kill you, Sonic. I'm just going to have to kill you.
That would have been amazing, though.
I'm sure we're completely safe. Charles Grodin.
I've never heard of this man.
You guys are the dumbest bounty hunters I've ever seen. You couldn't deliver a bottle of milk. No?
No? I don't know.
How about Jimmy Serrano?
Who?
You never heard me do like lines from Jimmy Serrano?
Who's Jimmy
Don't
Serrano?
say a word, Sydney. Don't say an effing. I'll take that phone. I'll bury it in your head. It's when Jimmy Serrano goes. He goes. I'll tell you what's going to happen tonight. First, tonight, you're going to die. I'm going to go home. I'm going to have a nice hot meal. Then I'm going to find your wife. And I'm going to kill her too. That's a bad guy, man. Serrano's got the discs.
Who?
Serrano's got the discs.
What discs?
The computer discs that prove racketeering.
Oh, the floppies.
Yeah, they're
The floppies.
Yes, they do that in the movie. It's not real, but they do it in the movie. It's a fake out. John Ashton.
Who?
Oh God! Watch your cigarettes around this guy, Jack.
What?
Oh, Adrian Romo is crying in his car. David Carrero is crying in his car that you don't know Midnight Run. You're my kid, and you don't know Midnight Run. You know Dave at least.
We watched that movie last Thanksgiving.
Oh, the little tiny Eddie Murphys that live inside.
No. No, Dave is the one.
That's Meat Dave.
he becomes the president by accident, but then he makes things good.
Yeah.
And he's in the exosuit, and he says, "I caught a fish this big."
I love Dave.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know that movie very well. We probably watched it twice because I don't remember movies well. I can tell you every scene in that.
There
movie.
are 2 movies from that time period that I watch all the time.
Luna's pointing at my foot and going, "Ew!" I'm in
That's a
line for a
disgusting
shower.
foot.
I'm going to take
Listen,
a shower right now.
I know. Let's see how well you know me. There's 2 movies from that time period that I watch all the time. Dave and what do I always have on?
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
No.
Either Arthur or Count of Monte Cristo.
League of Their Own.
You're in the wrong. It's League of Their Own.
Okay.
Same time period.
Are you sure you don't watch Robin Hood, King of... That was a random one.
Prince of Thieves.
I was just thinking of like early 90s.
Well, here, folks. I think I've watched Robin with you guys once.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
You know it well because you're surrounded. I have the toys now. I bought a bunch of the toys. But I've watched Count of Monte Cristo at least 50 times. I've watched League of Their Own at least 40 times, 50 times.
Jeez.
Dave, I've seen Dave probably 100 times because I had Dave on Laserdisc.
Oh my
When
God.
I got a DVD player, Dave was one of the first movies I bought. It was $30 at Best Buy. The player was $250.
That's a lot of
We're
dollars for
burdened
Dave.
with choice. When you can just type any movie on the internet, it comes right up.
Yeah, I know.
You don't
Sail
get
the High
addicted to
Seas.
specific movies like that.
Yeah, no. Well, the thing is, you go on Netflix. If you're looking for a movie you want to watch,
Good luck.
it ain't there.
It's all
Why do you think
garbage.
I'm literally sitting next to how many movies?
Hundreds on DVD.
300 or 400 movies because I'm terrified that I'll get an itch to watch a movie and I won't have it. I have Midnight Run on DVD. I have Midnight Run on Blu-ray, and I have Midnight Run on the Action 4-pack where you get Midnight Run and the ridiculous Midnight Run sequels that they made that stars nobody from the original movies.
So Midnight
1 a.m. Run?
Midnight. Let me ask you.
It's Midnight Run, and then they're stupid. Remember the thing they used to do like Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2?
Midnight Run again.
It's Midnight Run for Your Life or something. They're really another Midnight Run.
Yeah.
They're just
Midnight
they're
Run.
horrible.
So
10 minutes to
Midnight Run or Jingle All the Way.
You're joking, right? Jingle All the Way is a bag of potato chips, and Midnight Run is a steak dinner.
Okay, Midnight. I'll pick a movie you actually like. Midnight Run or Stand By Me.
Midnight Run.
We should watch
okay.
Jingle All the Way 2.
Yeah, with
Which
Larry
is,
the
that's
Cable
another
Guy.
movie with two T-O-O.
We also
right?
watched
It is.
Christmas Story 2. Your mother made us watch that.
Isn't that Charles Grodin?
That's My Summer Story, the official sequel. This is that other one where he
Okay,
he
so
tries
who's
to buy
Charles Grodin in Christmas Story?
Christmas. No, My Summer Story.
Oh.
He's the old man. He takes over.
Oh, but he's not in the first one.
No,
Okay,
no.
he's not in 2. He doesn't play Ralphie in 2.
What about the musical?
No, how about he play Ralphie? He's an old man.
Well, Ralphie's an old man in that one. Oh, I got to shower.
All right,
Luna
thank
doesn't
you.
like
I'm
my
still
feet.
here.
I gotta go.
All right, Lou, do you want to continue talking about Midnight Run?
I know nothing about it.
You've never seen Midnight
No.
Run? I don't understand how my kids have never seen I guess we're having a movie night. That segues into I'm gonna tell you some of my favorite movies of all time, and you tell me if you've seen them.
Okay.
We'll start easy. Star Wars.
Many times over.
Okay. Heathers.
Never.
You've never seen Heathers.
Don't even know what that is.
I'm itchy. Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Ghostbusters,
Yes.
right?
That's one of my
Okay.
favorite movies of all time.
Gremlins.
Yes.
We watch Gremlins. Explorers.
Yes.
I think you've seen.
Yeah, that is the goofy alien puppets in the second half, right?
Yes.
I've seen that.
How about
I get it confused with Fly the Navigator.
I love Fly the
Flying
Navigator.
Spaceship.
That's another good one. How about Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, yes.
Okay. How about League of Their Own?
No.
You've never watched League of Their
No.
Own. How can you have never
That's not
watched...
the guys with the superpowers that play Smash Mouth.
That's Mystery Men, which you're confusing with League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Right, that's what I'm thinking of.
Which is horrible. Sean Connery's
I'm glad you
last
followed
movie.
my route to Smash Mouth there. 'Cause
Yes.
I didn't. I just thought of Smash Mouth when you said League, and I couldn't tell you why.
No, that's Mystery Men. And I hated Mystery Men initially, but it's grown on me because I think I finally get the joke, you know? Have you ever seen Private Parts?
No.
Do you even know what that is? The Howard Stern movie.
Oh, no.
No.
His books at the thrift store a lot. I know that.
Fight Club.
Yes.
You've seen Fight Club?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Have you seen The Prestige?
Yes.
Didn't we go see that in the theater?
Prestige. Yeah, we saw that in theaters.
How
David
about
Bowie?
David Bowie as Tesla. Still one of the finest movie entrances of all time. Okay, Hunt for Red October.
No.
Oh, right here in the feels, man.
I play Rainbow Six Siege a lot. It's by Tom Clancy.
It doesn't count.
It's Tom Clancy, same guy.
Tom Clancy's dead. He's not Rainbow
he
Sixing.
made a rip-off of Counter-Strike that's an esport.
Listen, he never made any video games. He's dead. How about, I'm trying to think of movies that, pick a year.
A year? I don't know year.
Any year between 85 and 2000 or 2010. Pick a year.
97, my birth year.
97. Have you seen...
Fitting for tomorrow.
97. Is that a good year for movies?
Toy Story 2?
No, that was 99. We've seen Toy Story. We've seen all the Toy Stories, even in the theater. We went to a double bill one time. Nightmare Before Christmas we've seen. See, I should get a list of movies. Have you ever seen Time Bandits?
Yes.
We watched Time Bandits,
yes.
right? I love Time Bandits.
That's the pirate ship and God and stuff.
Yes.
I don't remember it well, but I've seen it. I know I've seen it.
We've seen all the Indiana Jones movies. Mm-hmm. Have you ever watched Count of Monte Cristo?
Yeah.
I love Count of Monte Cristo.
You've had that on a lot.
I can't figure out why I like that movie.
That's driftwood, right?
Zatanna. Oh, it sounds exotic. It means driftwood. Neglect will be our ally. Okay, Amadeus.
No, I know Dr. Zaius.
No. Amadeus is a masterpiece. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
Dead Poets Society.
Never even heard of that.
Good Morning Vietnam.
No,
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Williams. I know that's all Robin Williams, but I've never seen him.
You've never seen him?
I've
Jumanji. I don't think you've ever watched Jumanji.
I've seen clips. I know I've seen portions of it. I don't know if I've ever sat down and watched it start to finish. I was always more of a Zathura.
Oh, no.
With Kristen Stewart and whatever that kid with the ugly doll t-shirt is.
Isn't that,
PETA, right?
PETA, right?
PETA.
PETA Malark?
Whoever that guy is.
Josh
not
Hutcherson.
There you go.
Okay.
You know it.
How about Reality Bites?
What's that?
It's a Winona Ryder movie. See, I got all these How about Mermaids? You've seen Mermaids?
Nope.
I love Mermaids. It's one of my favorite movies. Not a lot of movies over there are my favorite because it's the Winona Ryder section. She's only made a few that I really like.
I know Beetlejuice. That's the only thing I've watched. Yep.
89 Batman.
Yeah.
Birdman.
Oh, yes.
Far From Home. Homecoming.
Far From Home.
We watched a ton of those Marvel movies. They all blend together, right?
I missed Thor 2. I missed... Oh, God, I can't even... They blur together
missed Ant-Man?
so much. I missed both Ant-Man, Captain Marvel.
Have you ever heard of a movie called Matinee?
No.
No. About the B-movie guy. His name escapes me because my brain's running a mile a minute here.
B-movie guy.
Yeah, remember I always talk...
Jerry Seinfeld?
No, William Castle. No, not that B-movie. William Castle was the guy who invented the Tingler.
I know the Tingler.
The Tingler about the chairs vibrating.
The chairs, yeah.
So there's a movie called Matinee, which is a parody of William Castle, where he's promising that this will be the greatest destruction movie you've ever seen. And while they're watching it, the theater's collapsing. And so, it's really funny. It's a Joe Dante movie. How about Gremlins 2?
Yes.
We watched
Gremlins
2. Yeah, I love Gremlins 2 as well. Defending Your Life.
Yes.
I love that movie. These are all my favorite movies. We watched all the Matrix movies, unfortunately.
I've only seen the first one.
Only the first one. I thought we watched the other two.
No.
We're not missing anything then. You dodged a bullet. Blade Runner, yes. Even the sequel. We went and saw it in the theater. What else am I... It's just so many movies. We watched The Watchmen, the movie version. Great Balls of Fire.
What's that?
The Jerry Lee Lewis movie with Winona Ryder and Dennis Quaid.
No, is that where they're playing table pong?
That's Forrest Gump? Is that what you're thinking of? They're playing. You know about Balls of Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is Great
Remember
Balls of Fire.
They're playing dodgeball. What was that called?
Dodgeball, an underdog story. I don't like those movies.
Let's do the Austin movie challenge.
Go ahead.
So, Austin, how many movies do you like? I've seen. Do you like?
I don't know what you're asking.
Okay,
me.
we'll start with what was that? What's the noise? Okay, The Black Hole.
Oh,
Yes.
You made me watch it.
Ernest Borgnine.
Yeah, Tron.
Yeah. How many times did you watch The Black Hole? You can't watch it more than once.
I can tell you like every scene.
It's so boring.
Yeah. Our good friend Zach was texting me about it, and I was answering questions, and I was using the full character names, and he's like, "How do you know that?" And I'm like, "What?"
You know that because of the way I know things.
Yeah.
Why? It had a toy line.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
It's easy to identify movies like that if they have a toy line.
Yep.
How about Labyrinth? We watched Labyrinth,
Labyrinth's
right?
a great movie. Oh, the Muppet movie.
I love the Muppet
What
movie.
one?
The Muppet movie, the 1979.
Though I will say, the 2011 sequel is probably the best of the Muppet sequels.
Can you name the movie we as a family have seen the most?
Yes, that's going to be The Water Horse, which was...
You made me buy that for you at full price.
Yep.
Just so you know.
Yep.
I'm sure you could pick one that seems obvious, like Back to the Future, or Star Wars, Indiana Jones. I feel like by default it's Christmas Story, just because you always turn it on.
Yeah, I know.
That's probably.
It's been raw numbers.
That's probably legitimately the movie we have seen the most. I was actually going for esoterical and saying it was the Steve Martin 50th anniversary of Disneyland movie.
Yeah, we've seen that
because
a lot.
I have forced you to watch it at least 30 or 40 times.
Yeah, I can tell you every line in that.
Yeah.
So, it was the duck, right?
The duck, right?
Yeah. What
do you mean? I'm a magician.
Was the painting that sold the park to the bank.
Yeah.
But the driver was colorblind.
He gave me a signal.
Don't worry, the hippo, it never shoots.
I'm translating. If somebody hasn't seen that, they have no idea what we just did.
It's very good. It's very good. Welcome to the Mickey and Friends parking lot.
Yeah. Were there any more movies you wanted to mention? You said you had movies. You mentioned one.
That's all I can think of.
Black Hole.
Black Hole is your movie.
And then you said Tron.
Wait, hold on. There's more. Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah, we've seen it as a family probably
that in
3 or 4
theaters.
times.
What? Yeah,
we saw it in theaters as a
Okay,
family.
That's a great movie.
I also like. Let me think. What movies do I like?
He's out of movies already.
Hold
he likes
on.
2 movies.
Hold on. I like the credits. I like when they're over.
Wally.
No,
Kingdom of the Crystal
no.
Skull.
Oh.
Here's the thing, Mike. I was telling you this the other
Ralph
day.
Breaks the Internet.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I think I was promised toast like an hour
Yeah,
ago.
we're going to make dinner right now. Hey, folks, we have to go. We're making
10
dinner.
PM?
Oh,
I like
I
Scott
9:30.
Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. Oh, I couldn't
too
stand
long.
that movie.
Too long.
Tell us a little bit
Oh,
more.
how about The Legend of the Guardians, The Owls of
Oh,
Ga'Hoole?
I saw that in the theater. It was
You're talking about
horrible.
the
Like
Ice
Spiderwick
Cold
Chronicles.
Do not get...
Spiderwick
Like the
Chronicles.
series of
Mama,
unfortunate events movie.
I'm drinking my Mama. Do not get moon blinked. If you look up at the moon, you'll get moon
Do you like
blinked.
my hair?
Yes.
That's from the Owls movie.
You look
That's
like
from
a
the Owls movie?
90s
From the
stoner
Owls
chick.
movie.
Is that like Warrior Cat?
You're the girl in
it's
Heathers that
better.
goes,
The Owls movie's far better.
what? When she goes, aliens land the same day. You win the money from Ed McMahon the same day aliens say they're going to blow up the earth. What do you do
I
with
like
the last
aliens.
day? And the stoner chick goes, what? And that's what you look
What?
like. Yeah.
I had to take a shower late. I don't like taking showers late.
Oh,
my hair is
Clerks.
long. It takes forever to blow dry.
Clerks.
So I put braids all over my entire head.
Yeah.
Because when I wake up in the morning, it will be wavy.
You know when the girl goes,
I like having wavy hair.
I thought your friend was the usual airhead bitch, but I guess we were wrong. Guess we all
Oh,
were.
I know the movie we all like. There's a movie we all
we're
bond
talking about
over.
movies we all like
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, it's Empire Records.
Oh my
I've never seen
god.
it.
That movie's amazing.
favorite.
How can you not have even seen it by osmosis? It's
Yeah, it's
on
on
all the
online.
time.
We
watch
watch
it.
it. A movie I can tell you every scene of.
Yeah. That's my movie.
I want to
That's a
watch
good
that
movie.
thing you do, but you guys won't watch it with me.
No, I like that one. Get stuck in your head. It's Empire Records.
But
is
it was
way
filmed.
better.
But it was filmed at the Orange Circle.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't make it a good movie.
Oh my god! It was directed,
Empire
written
Records.
and directed by Tom Hanks.
Yeah, and not everything he touches
Okay,
is
well,
gold.
I want to eat food before I go to bed. So, thanks for tuning into
I have
this
to work
ridiculous
in the morning on a Saturday.
Midnight Run is a biker movie episode.
No, it's a train movie.
Were you getting confused when we
I was
sing
right.
Midnight Rider?
I just know Midnight One is like when you get the bike gang together. It's like a tour, right?
Oh, it's a
I
train
wish.
movie.
Like, what is he talking about?
I wish I knew.
Folks, when I figure it out, I will do a special episode saying explaining Austin's nonsense. There's a movie in here that we're missing.
I'll let you know.
Where somebody rides a motorcycle around town and he's putting the gang back together. But it's not the Blues Brothers.
I think it's just Austin's nightmares.
What?
I think it's just your nightmares. I don't think it's a movie.
He's mixed two movies. He's mixed the Warriors with something else. It's not Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man, but it's something close.
My memories are all fumbled. I have terrible nightmares, and sometimes I think they're real.
All right.
All right, good night.
You want to say thanks for listening to the episode? Or?
Thanks for listening. Go shop at Target. Bye.
What a weirdo.
Thanks for listening by Gramthar's Hammer. We'll be back with another episode. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you. So say we all. Hey, hey, hey.
I remember when this was all farmland as far as the eye could see. Old man Peabody owned all of this. He had this crazy idea about breeding pine trees.